Krafty Friends. It's Jen from Katahdin Krafts back on the channel today. For my project this week, I am using dies from the latest released Christmas Part 1. Before I get into all the details of this week's project, I want to congratulate Grace V. You have won the Baseball Freeze with Shadows die. I will have all the information listed below for you to collect that die. Congratulations. And this week, if you comment below and like my video, you will be entered in a giveaway to win this awesome die of Christmas puppies. I really enjoyed working with these sweet, adorable little puppies, and I know you would too, so make sure that you comment below in order to have a chance to win this. All right, so speaking of the Christmas puppies, here is the die. In reality, you don't even have to decorate them with the little Santa hats and the ribbons and the scarves. You can make these winter puppies. You can make them just plain old puppies. It will work any way that you would like. And I'm also using the tree today for my card from the Christmas Tree Peekers. How cute is that? And then I'm also going to use some of the presents from the Christmas Kitty car. I'm going to add those with those cute little puppies to make a Christmas scene. Okay, so I wanted to use my Copic markers this week for this project. So I took some Copic marker friendly cardstock and I backed it with some sticky back paper. And I'm just showing you how I use a spatula tool to really press those together. And then I'm going to cut off the excess that's hanging over my 5.5 piece strip. And then I'm going to go ahead and cut out the dies. I thought I would actually walk you through my process this week just to show how I get it to cut through both layers, the cardstock and that sticky back paper. So I lay down my die and I use a metal shim. I'm using 3 different layers and my metal shim that just adds an extra little pressure. And I'm going to put that through my machine, which I have a Gemini Junior. I'm going to put that through twice. I'm going to let it go through once, and then I'm going to flip it around and have it go through again. And that way I can pop out those pieces fairly easy. Now, just like magic, I have cut out all my dies, and then I went ahead and I colored them. At this stage, it always looks like a truly hot mess, but it's so magical when it all comes together. So I'm going to show you how I put these together as well. I'm going to pop this out like I said, so it went through both layers of the cardstock and that sticky pack. So I'm going to choose to take out the full layer on that dog piece because now it's not going to be sticking to my mat as I'm putting together the rest of the dog. Another little tip when you're putting these dies together is to keep the package right next to you. I always do. I have it right in my workspace so I can use that as a guide to put all these dies together. And also they put little indents into the die where the eyes are supposed to go. So I just use my micro pen and go ahead and fill in those little black circles. And all the details again. I love this. So I'm going to put his little paws there. And I thought afterwards I could have added some more dimension to this by either cutting more than one section out and layering that so then you have a little bit of a pop. Or you can even put a very thin pop dot or foam dot underneath that and really get some dimension with these die cuts. So I'm going to put together this cute little dog right here, and as you can see I left a little bit of the white around the edge that I didn't quite color, but I thought that that actually added some character, so I'm just going to leave that there like little patches on its tummy. I'm going to add his head there, and I'm going to eventually work with the scarf a little bit and get that adjusted just to my liking. And then I love the little detail. Honestly, this is one of my favorite things about this die is the detail on his left or right eye. Would be his right eye. How cute is that? So it's covered up and you can put that any color that you want and it's like a little patchwork dog. I love it. It's so cute. And I'm going to add those little eyes right to him as well, or her. I guess that could be a girl dog. So now I have these 2 cute little puppies put together, and I realized that I forgot the scarf on this one, so I'm going to just go and add that on. And there you go. He's all dressed up and ready to be around the Christmas tree with his little buddies. So in order to do the background, I did cut a 8.5 by 3.5 slimline card. That is one of my favorite sizes. and I'm going to glue this on. I was trying to make it look like an inside scene, so this is my wallpaper. I'm adding the top layer and then the bottom layer, and I personally like this look. I'm going to make sure that I overlap this and bring it down a little bit, so now it's going to be hanging over the card, but that's okay because I'm just going to trim it up afterward, and I'm going to add a little bit of white, like an eighth of an inch piece of white cardstock here for a little chair rail, and that just dresses up that little living room scene. And I'm going to trim that off, like I said, that little bit of an overhang. And now we're back to our 8.5 by 3.5 size slimline card. And that backs really well with a 9 by 4, so that's why I like that. So now I'm just going to quickly build my scene to see how I want everything laid out before I take that sticky back off and stick those down, which makes this part of the whole process super easy when you have that sticky back paper on there. So once I got this all laid out how I wanted my little puppies, I realized that I had a lot of empty space in the back that needed something to fill that area. So I went ahead and I dug through my die stash and I found more Christmas dies, the Christmas Camper and the Christmas Country Barn, and they had some cute little wreaths in that. So what I did is I went ahead and I cut out a little rectangle that fit in that area with some shiny silver cardstock, and I'm going to make myself a little mirror. So I'm going to add that mirror, and then I'm going to add the wreath from the Country Barn and decorate our mirror for Christmas. So I thought that was a cute little addition to fill in that space. I'm going to add the bow next, and I'm just going to put that right on there and then use the red Copic marker. R27, that's one of my very favorite red colors that I use often. And now I have something in that space, so now we have to add some joy to the card. Like literally, we're going to add the words joy to the card. And they come from the camper set. So I just thought that also added a little detail in that corner. And I did clip off the bow area on those, so we just have the little banner in the corner. Joy, because these puppies really are going to bring joy to somebody, right? And then this is my 9 by 4 card base, and I'm just going to leave it white like that. Sometimes I do go ahead and I back it or I put another frame on there, but I wanted this to match or flow really well with that chair rail, so I left that white. And now we have a big area inside the Slimline card to leave a message of joy and Christmas cheer to somebody. Well, thank you so much for visiting with me today. Remember, you have an opportunity to win these Christmas puppies. Just comment and like below, and you will be automatically entered into that giveaway. And also make sure you go to the CottageCutz blog, because there are literally daily inspirations on the blog with all of our releases. And also make sure you check out the store and check out this new release. I do believe that it's still a bundle sale is going on right now, so it's a great opportunity to get all of the Christmas Part 1 dies. So thank you very much for crafting with me again today. I do appreciate it, and I will see you back in a couple of weeks with another Christmas project. Take care and happy crafting!